things again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 27-yard line.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
They'll run for the first time with DeAndre Swift. Reek Woolen in on the stop.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 22. Off a play action. Tagovailoa. His throw caught right around the 6. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And fights through one man. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. Tua sets up to pass it. Touchdown, Dolphins! Elijah Higgins, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Dolphins will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Well, these guys scored touchdown after touchdown in that win a week ago. So how do they come out this week? Same way. They've got that momentum going, a touchdown on the opening drive.
I think it's safe to say that they're in a groove, isn't it? I mean, a lot of times we've seen where teams have scored a ton of points the week before. The very next week struggle to score almost as if they used it all up. Not in this case. This group appears locked in.
We're going to have to make some adjustments if you're on the other side of that football. Eskridge going to keep this one in the end zone, and they'll start at the 25-yard line. Now Smith and the Seahawks going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Here's Walker to start the drive. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. What do they have for this? 3rd and 11. And Walker once more. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. When you look at this defense, they currently sit at number 4 in the NFL in terms of stopping the run.
We know it's only week 1, but the results look pretty good so far. The key is, can they do it week in and week out? Because right now, they're not awarding any championships or trophies after 1 week of performance. But some nice young faces playing for them. Let's see if they can get this going.
Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 5. Now Geno. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it, and it'll be a turnover on downs. Wilson with a first down carry. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Moving backwards on first down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on 2nd down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
And the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. And pressure coming, and they got it once again. It'll be a sack and a loss of 3, but more importantly, it brings up 4th down.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Now it's Lockett. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that 4th down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so, but maybe because they held them, they might go for it again.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Running right, here's Walker. And he'll get a few yards here to the 34.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Out to his left. He's got a man complete. It's a big play there for Seattle. 44 yards. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Straight ahead, Walker. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Play action. It's Smith. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. He'll go down as a gain of 6. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. From the gun, here's Smith. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it, and oftentimes knock it away.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
At their own 12-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. Got to give a nod of appreciation to some of those guys up front over on that left side. Several key blocks sprung him.
No appreciation for the guys from the backside that didn't allow any leakage, and anybody could run him down from the backside.
They're at the kids' table.
Okay, so front side guys, good. Backside guys,
man,
that's what you're supposed to do.
I've had better.
Okay, either way, worked out quite well, didn't it? A nice sizable gain.
This defense, tough to run against. And those linebackers, they'll go side to side up the field, and there they get them for no gain.
If you can't get linemen upfield to the second level to occupy them, they have a field day just running to the football and putting ball carriers on the ground. Not many yards after contact when they wrap up like that.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
I wouldn't be shocked at all right now if there's a look of surprise on the big fella's face, because he had the route that he wanted, running the corner, and usually he's able to use his body and catch the football, but a really nice play by the defenders, able to knock it away.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Draymond Jones coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. The Dolphins will send out the punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. Returnable for Lockett. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7, and it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. He'll buy some time right. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. Now he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 35.
And what great recognition between a receiver and his quarterback, because he's going to recognize the trouble, and then he has 2 options. Cut off the route and come back to help, or head straight down the field, and he chooses the latter, and it turns into a huge play.
Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And the Dolphins are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
The defense thought they had that play covered, but it still got driven backward by those blockers. Those types of plays are a key part of any team's offensive game plan. It all starts up front in the trenches.
Second down, this is Wilson. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They'll try and run here with Swift. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
Brings up 4th down and less than a yard.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Powering forward. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. A handoff, Swift running to the left. And he'll take this into the end zone for the Dolphins touchdown. Swift, his first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Dolphins add 6 to their lead. Well, this offensive unit, they were solid in the opening week victory, and now they are looking just as sharp here in week 2.
And that's exactly what you want, too, because you want to get better each and every week and really ramp up as the season goes on. I know it's still early in the season and a lot can happen, but this offense, they look like they're going to be fun to watch each and every time out.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Dwayne Eskridge elects to bring it out. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Here's Smith.
At the 39-yard line.
He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Off of play action, here's Smith. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Smith trying to get him to the line quickly with the clock rolling. Geno down to throw. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
Now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Now a 2nd and 10. Now Tua. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. 3rd down and 10. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Gets this to his running back, Jeff Wilson. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
But things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
Tua setting up shop to throw again. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Brandon, I won't go overboard here, but it looks like he's off to another nice start after what he did last week when he was the AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
Yeah, obviously a great start to the season, doing it in week 1. He's one of those guys we maybe had pegged for a big year, showing out so far.
Hey, you did say that to me in preseason. Looks like you're on target.
They'll run straight ahead with Wilson. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Come on, 2, ice jab. Ice jab, come on, 2, ice jab.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And this is incomplete.
Those are the ones you dream of as defenders. I think if he gets eyes on the ball a little bit earlier, he might come away with it. Instead, it's going to wind up as just an incomplete pass.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Tua going to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it, down by 2 scores. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. He's on his way. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line.
Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at the 10-yard line.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. After the turnover, it's Tua. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
And it's incomplete, but a flag is down here, so hang on. Let's see what we've got. Okay, so the penalty on the outside for illegal touching, and they'll have to come back and try it again. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. And just 25 seconds to go in the half now as they've got it 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Smith and Jigba with the grab. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Out of the gun, Smith. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
This is a half of not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Throwing now is Geno. He's got his target. That's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. To the air again, Smith. He lets it fly for Lockett. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the third quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. To throw is Smith. Throw out wide to Walker. No gain on the play. And it'll be fourth down. They'll run for it. It's Walker. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid fourth down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. Now Geno on first down. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Cam Smith. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
Well, they're certainly in a bad way right now. Not so bad that you can call this one over already, but bad enough that you know you can't toss an interception to open the second half. This just ratchets up the pressure on this team's defense right now.
Go ahead.
A give. This is Wilson. Down inside the 40.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he's trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
They'll come up 2nd and 7. Here's Tua. Catch made right side by Wilson. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
3rd down and 1. Swift going to try up the middle. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
Time on 3, kicks.
Tua on 4th down. And he is caught. And he will have a Dolphins first down. They go for it on 4th and 2, and it's a gain of 6. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. Setting to throw on first down is Tua. This is Smith to the ground. Touchdown! Devontae Smith, 27 yards. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. extra point up and good by Sanders. And that pushes the lead up to 23. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Eskridge going to keep this one in the end zone, and they'll start at the 25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. Well, they definitely figured out something defensively at halftime, Charles. That's now 2 drives and 2 interceptions here in this third quarter.
And I think the easy thing for us to say is, boy, they made an adjustment, didn't they? Or they showed him something different. I'm not so sure it's that as much as maybe he's just been impatient and forced the ball a little bit. In any event, as you noted, back-to-back interceptions thrown.
He was brought down there by Julian Love.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
2nd and 5. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. White looks to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
They'll go for it. This is Wilson. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Jeff Wilson taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Dolphins' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. So they only needed a couple of feet there on 4th down, but they got more than that and then some as he takes this into the end zone.
And I love your description right there, right? 4th and short. They got that. No problem. Let's go and get the rest of them. Finish it off in the end zone. Touchdown. Everyone goes away happy on that one.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Certainly not what they wanted there, so the football by rule comes out to the 40. Well, not one you see often there as he fails to keep it between the sidelines, and that is a penalty every time and going to give this offense better field position.
And it's every kickoff guy's nightmare, isn't it? Because you don't see yourself doing this, and most of the time you don't. It's absolutely a mishit, and now your team pays the price. Bad field position for your defense.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He hits his target, Lockett. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
A gain of 30. First down.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Cam Smith. And the Dolphins are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. Well, stating the obvious, this is going to be one that the rookie quarterback is going to want to forget pretty quickly.
And what quarterback has not gone through this in their rookie year?
Yeah, they all have. I guess it's cliche, but these are the ones you hope to grow from, right?
It's just part of life on the road in the NFL. He has to learn from it and grow.
69 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
And he'll have the Dolphins first down as he's able to get this up past the 40.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it can be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, but a little bit of a momentum one that maybe they can string together.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. And now they're in the hurry-up.
A 7-yard loss brings up 3rd down.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Oh, I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home and to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And his throw is incomplete. We saw a lot of that a week ago defensively from him. AFC Defensive Player of the Week. Just always seems to be around the football.
I like your observation there. Understands the game, understands positioning, can put himself in the right spot, and then make a play on the football.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And nearly a touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line. But with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
Wilson fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Good work there, holding them out on 1st down, and this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. To throw, White. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved up.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things. Under pressure, and down he goes in the end zone, and that's his safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
Now the free kick comes after the safety from the 20 as they bring the punter on to try and get some hang time here. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And they're going to stop it right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's White. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. When they need to play on 3rd down, you kind of know what direction the ball's going, but the defense knew it too.
Yeah, it's a good call because they wanted to put 2 men on him, and they did. Dare him to throw into double coverage. Really what you're saying is, let's see if one of your other receivers can beat us.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And taken right on the 30. So possession goes over here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
They'll run with Wilson out of the shotgun. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Looking middle, and that's complete. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the 4th quarter.
This offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10. White. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Reek Woolen. And the Seahawks are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right.
And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Will Dissly, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter. And oh, it's wide right. No good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. From his end zone, Wilson. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. But not that any of the points would be needed, but CD, they've got enough time left here. They can definitely score on this drive, maybe even an ensuing drive as well, if they really want to drive home this landslide victory.
Yeah, we're certainly about to see just how aggressive they want to be here down the stretch. And what some coaches do is they try and meet it halfway, meaning they want to continue to run their offense, but they'll put in a lot of backups to do it and then tell the opposing coach, hey, I had to get them some work too. I can't just let them sit over on the sidelines all the time.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. The Dolphins on third down. They've been stymied left and right, converted only one time. This is 3rd and 11. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now, standing just outside his own goal line. Just a net of 34 there following a punt of 44 yards.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 47-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. He'll look to throw. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
But based on the fact that he's still out there, and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions. Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And they got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Here's White on 3rd down. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Now we've got whistles and movement up front. I think this is against Seattle. The false start backs them up 5, 1st and 15. They're going to look to throw. Setting up the screen here. This is Walker. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. It's complete to Lockett. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
A good throw there, and this is a quarterback who's still just getting his feet wet, obviously. And by most accounts, last week played okay in the victory. But I want to know, Charles, what was your impression of his play last week?
Brandon, I think a lot of teams will be happy with okay, and early on, it's less about how many touchdowns did he throw, but did he not throw interceptions? Did he handle adversity? Did he handle the huddle? Those types of things. That's what people are looking for.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
They'll look to throw again. Now he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now.
And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Now back to throw. Touchdown, Seahawks. Jackson Smith and Jigba. A 22-yard touchdown grab.
And the Seahawks get a bit closer.
His first career touchdown pass, and you know, it's cliche to say, but he's probably been envisioning this since he was a little kid. That's a cool moment.
It really is. So enjoy the moment, enjoy the time, celebrate, save the full reflection for later, but make sure you grab someone on the sidelines and say, hey, make sure I get that football, okay?
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now defensively they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point.
And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be 2nd down. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins.
Charles, for this losing side, their heads are hanging as they walk off the field today. And really, I mean, we know why. Those 3 turnovers by that offense, that's ultimately what doomed them.
And this is what coaches preach all the time to every team that we ever talk with. Taking care of the ball on offense, trying to take it away on defense.